about a few things. Cosmic Zen. What I like about Cosmic Zen is the way he and I disagreed plenty, but we would get to this. Oh, okay. He his way of approaching things fit with my view of, hey, the goal here is to find how much we agree on and then where we disagree. And then at that point it's like, hey, we found that out. Very interesting. Ooh, wow, I wish it was closer. I don't get you, but okay, all right, Cosmic, you take the high road, I'll take the low road this time, And later on, years later, you might go, hey, well, here's what happened, yeah, and and there's change, and it's a feeling of colleague, and so I like that. But what I was thinking too is like gratex is disagreeing to the point of, almost hinting at nefarious, whether it's subconscious, intentional, whatever, the ulterior motives, unknown, known, the things, the baggage, I would like, because gratex is in this kind of category. It's gratex, you're nowhere near as positive and sweet and well-intentioned as Cosmic Zen, but neither am I. You're more in my scale of that, but there's a similarity of, I regret sometimes with people like Cosmic Zen that I don't talk to them more, because we don't have more disagreements. Disagreements generate content. And I feel like I'd like to disagree more with people that I feel are yet in another sense sort of simpatico. Like, here's how we look at the universe. Look, we still come to different conclusions. Let's talk about them. And I think the problem is you do need to get to that level, to disagree with people you more or less agree with on a lot of things. In the productive way I'd like to do it, you need something like my little gimmick of, well, what you're trying to do, the goal of the game, is you're trying to find out the maximum you agree on, and then exactly where the disagreement starts, with noticing that there's a gap in there. It's hard to tell exactly where you agree and disagree, so what you do is you take them separately, and there's a gap in between the two where we don't know if we agree or not. And you try to narrow that gap and get as sharp as possible of, well, look, we agree up to here, and then here's where it's like, this is my problem with what you're doing or whatever. And I wonder if with gratex, maybe we could do this on consciousness. Well, where is the point up to which we agree? Because again, yet again, gratex is obviously someone that is asked and addressed these questions, but it's not just about if the questions are addressable. It's like, well, what's the impact of those words and this way of addressing it on society? You might start a chain reaction, and even though your point is different, the route that they'll go on will continue, and you'll be dead before you could clarify, no, wait, this is what I meant. So but whatever the issue is, find out, well, what point up to which we agree, right? And the general question is, know thyself. Is it worthwhile trying to know thyself? So, anyway, yeah, one more time, rest in peace, Cosmic Zen. But the question of what to do productive, to me, it has nothing to do with, let's make philosophy popular. No, it's planting seeds. You can, and then a plant makes seeds, and, there's this multiplication factor. What I desire is a way to make the communication clearer and to leave a trace of progress, and ways to make things clear are not usually compatible with ways to make things like the bizarre, and just, there has to be filtering. And I seek, the best of both worlds. I want to have a bizarre and every crazy thing said, and ways to filter out when you want to focus on an actual issue and actual progress that could be made on ideas. A way to have access to both, depending on your mood at the moment, and that the end result overall be that, okay, we make some progress, and we also just have a lot of bonfires. Right? But yeah, in specific, I wonder if it's possible to do this with people where I'm not the only one that's doing this method of let's see how close we can make our agreements and disagreements to each other. So rather than try to force the other person to agree, let's visualize ourselves as trying to narrow the gap between where we agree, yeah, you shouldn't kill people, to no, you shouldn't wonder why, or whatever. Okay, cheers.